Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to make my thumbnails, and this is relatively easy. I'm using paint.net. You get this from going to getpaint.net. This is awesome. So let's just get a background right now for Elden Ring. Let's choose this one. This guy's kind of cool with the blades. And I'm just going to copy this over and then paste it in paint.net. Just like this. This one's actually really small. Sometimes you actually have to click the link, otherwise you don't get the entire image. So let's select this, and this one should be good. Let's go to copy now. Go back over to my other screen and paste it. And I typically just go to image right here and go to resize, and then I'll resize the entire canvas to 1920 by 1080p. Make sure you uncheck mark right here where it says maintain aspect ratio, otherwise you're going to have locked in figures. So let's go ahead and just resize that entire canvas now, and then Control V and paste this into here, and then just drag this across the entire screen till we get it lined up how we want it. So this is kind of cool right here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the entire image. So let's go to effects and go to flip horizontal. And you may have to install new plugins, and they should show up under effects right here. So I have a bunch of plugins. That's why I have so many different options in here. And you can get those from the paint.net forums. So now I have my background layer. Let's create a new layer right here. Then Control D to unselect my background image. Then what I'm going to do is make a border. So I'm going to choose shapes. Then make sure I have the rectangle selected. Then I'm going to choose my color. So let's choose the color wheel. And let's just go to yellow. That's what I like to do. So I already have layer number 2 selected and created. Then I'm going to go up to the size right here. I have 4. Go to 35 or 40. And then just drag this across. Just like this. And then just line the edges up perfectly so we're not too small on one side. Then we can go to effects. Now I like to do object, then bevel. And this will kind of give like the sides like a taper to it, so you can see as it gets more or less. So let's do just about there and go to OK. And boom, that's how you make a simple border. So now I have my background image right here. Let's add a little bit more saturation or color to it. So there's 2 different things I like to do. I like to go to adjustments, and then sometimes I'll just go to curves. And you can see the background. You can increase the light in specific areas. So let's do something like this. A lot of times I like to do the reverse S curve. So if you look at my curve right here, just under luminosity right here, I'll go up on the top right here and then down on the bottom. Otherwise, you can do the opposite way. And boom. And then you can go into like the saturation and just increase the colors. So let's just reset this. Sometimes I just like doing it like this and lowering it and just kind of equalizing it out right there. Go to OK. Then I go to effects and go to photo, basic adjustments, and then increase that saturation. Ooh, that's looking good. Now a little bit of contrast, and you can maybe even do a little bit of brightness depending on if you want a little bit lighter or less. Then add some more saturation. So this popped it out quite a bit more. Then go to OK. Then I like to go to effects, photos, and go to sharpen once again. Under here, we can make this a little bit more sharp. So you can see in the background as it gets sharper, that kind of looks like a painting. I usually only go up to like 5. You can change the amount too. This will get a bit more blurry here. Okay, so this is good. Press OK. That's kind of how I like it right now. Let's go to new layer. Go back to the text, and choose your font, your size. Let's choose my color right now. Go to white. I have impact selected. I usually go up to 144. You may need to go up a little bit more depending on your setup. Now let's just type something in. So I was gonna do something with some helmet. I can't remember the helmet name, but let's just do. I think it was like the Nox helmet. So Nox helmet, Elden Ring. Let's just type that in. The Nox mirror helmet. That's what it is. So Nox. Go to another layer. Add new layer. Mirror. Then I'm gonna choose a different color. Let's go down to yellow. And then go to add new layer. Let's do helm. Good. Now let's deselect everything. Control D. Go up to my move arrow. Then I'm going to zoom out. Control D. Then I'm just going to drag this and make the helm part bigger and just redo like the text size. Control D, unselect that. Then let's go to a different layer here for my text. So I can choose the mirror part. And I'm just going to line this all up on the left side. Choose this now and go to this text layer. And I can even drag this out a little bit, make it a little bit fatter. Okay, good. Now let's go to my layers here. I can see my border layer is layer number 2. I'm going to drag this to the bottom. And then go up to layer number 5 and go to this, merge layer down. Boom, boom, boom. Now all my text layers are in the same area. And then I'm going to go to the white right here and select that. Now I'm going to go up to effects and I will go to outline. So object outline. Let's do this. And then I'm going to choose a black layer. So I'm just increasing the outline here. Let's go down to black. All right, perfect. So now I have a black outline and I'm going to do it twice because that wasn't enough. Perfect. There we go. Now I have the double outline on there. And then I'm going to go back up to effects and then go to object, object shadow. And this is what I like doing. I just like adding a little bit of white in the background. So let's go to use primary color instead of black. So whatever I pick for my color light on the bottom there, or whatever that is called, go to use this. And then I'm going to make it a little bit more spread out instead of just like right behind the text by increasing this. And then I can do the shadow intensity. Boom. So that's kind of how that looks. So that looks good. Then I can go to Control D. And then I can go to like an add new layer if I don't want to be done yet. And then I can go to back to shapes, rectangle. Maybe let's do like an arrow, just a white arrow or a yellow arrow. So here's an arrow. Go to a yellow. Perfect. Now let's fill it in by going to the bucket and then just fill it in. Go back to the move select thingy right here. Looks like I have an arrow within my arrow for some reason. So let's see if I can just fill that in some more. There we go. Now it's gone. I went to the paint bucket and just filled it in. Now I'm going to go back to here and let's do the, let's go back to object shadow under effects and just do an outline, object outline. Okay, good. Do that again. So that kind of looks good. Let's go Control D and then just rotate this. Now I can put it like this. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, good. Now let's drag this back up the top. Boom, zoom out. So there we have it. That's pretty much a basic thumbnail of mine. Then I can go up to File and then just go to Save and make sure to save this. Save as type and go to JPEG. And then just name this whatever you want here. So let's just do Nox Beer Helm. Elden Ring. Go to Save. Perfect. Press OK and flatten the image. Now, you can always go back after you flatten like this by hitting this arrow, which is Control Z. This will undo it, and you'll be good to go. So that is pretty much how I make a quick, basic thumbnail of mine. Another thing I should mention is PNG photos. So if you are on like Google or something like this, we can go to Nox Mirror Helm. Let's do that. Nox Mirror Helm, see if there's a PNG. Box, mirror, helm, PNG. And then just go over to images. So I went to videos, let's go to images, and here are some. So let's select this and just select this again. See if we can find, oh, this is from this website, cool. So I can right click in here and go to copy image. Now let's go back over to this and add new layer, drag this up to the top, Control V, and here it is. So you can see it's completely cut out. Maybe I'll put this on this guy's head. Yeah, maybe like that. Okay, cool. Make it a little bit bigger. And then I'll even put this behind the border. So I see layer 2. Let's just drag layer 2 up to the top. And then let's pop this out a little bit more. Let's add some sharpen to this object. Actually, let's go photo, sharpen. If we can pop this out a little bit more. There we go. That looks more like a metal. And maybe even go to photo basic adjustments. Yeah, there we go. Now let's go back up to save and save this. And let's go to save type, JPEG. And then I'm going to have to save over my last one. So not a bad thing. Let's go to yes. Go to OK and flatten that. So that is it. That's how I make my thumbnails super quick using paint.net. This video did indeed help you out. Go and leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech up videos coming up next on YourSixGaming.